It's daytime. I'm Buster the Fox, and my light is a little weird. It's much better. I can't really tell. My camera is in a new position today. But anyway, welcome back to Underdog Creations. Our special today is Stick Adventure 3 Stick RPG Remix. So basically what this is it's a remake of Stick Adventure 3, which I said in an earlier Underdog Creations video sucks. So I'm not going to show it to you. Right, so anyway, let's get started. This is something you didn't get to see in the last two versions of this game. It's my little Underdog Creations logo that I put before every one of my games now. Just a cute little thing. I feel like I was unprepared because now I'm moving my microphone. Anyway, this is the third version, the fabled third version, and final version of the RPG that I had been making for a good long while. And it's just a remake of Stick Adventure 3, but it's much better now that, by the way, if you have not seen the first two parts of this sort of series, click on the iCard. It's going to be right there. Click right there and go and watch those first. You don't have to, I guess, but you'll have a better appreciation for this. Anyway, let's start with the note from Underdog. So this is the healing update. You know what? I actually didn't finish this note, did I? No, maybe I did. No, I didn't. I didn't finish this. I mean, you can pause the video and read that if you want. I don't think there was anything inappropriate in there. I've had a tendency of putting inappropriate things in my notes when I'm not quite finished with them. But anyway, let's go ahead and start a new game. We're of course going to start with normal type. So I'm expecting this to take a good few episodes. Well, probably at least 2. I don't know what I was doing with my fingers there, but anyway, hello, welcome to Stick Adventure 3, Stick RPG. Before we get started, let me teach you some of the basic controls. First, the Z key acts as the action button. It is used for many actions and purposes in Stick RPG, thus the name. You can also press it to move on in text when you see the following arrow. So as you can see, the text scrolling is still very slow. However, I changed it from like enter or space to Z, and now you can use X as the back and cancel button, and also it can skip text scrolling. So you can just hit that button and it'll smash all the text back onto the screen, or back on screen, or just on screen. It's not going back because it was never there, but whatever. It can use to answer questions as no, which is only used one time in this entire game, and I only made it because anyway. One of the back button's most useful functions is skipping text, which I showed off just now. Oops! Looks like we're all out of tutorial time for now. So Z is the action button, X is the back button, or skipping text scrolling. So you'll notice a lot of things that are similar to the last demo in terms of story and stuff. However, I did do a good few changes. The character Petal, who is, you know, the wizard character who does magic. She originally came in Stick Adventure 3. So since this is a remake, I had to change the story so that they had to meet her again. So it starts off mostly the same, but there's a lot of elements that are just different. Alright, Stick! All this devastation! Well, that didn't last very long. Many people throughout Stickland have been being attacked by ferocious beasts that could only be described as monsters. I've seen them firsthand. Even Luster Village has come under attack a few times. Luster Village? That's close to where I live. But this is the first I'm hearing about monsters. If they've been attacking people, how come I've never had to deal with them before? Odd. The monsters have been roaming around everywhere here in Luster Fields. Strange that they would not attack your house. In any case, I suggest we quickly leave this place and get to Lustertown. For now, it is safe there. Whoa! It seems we will not have time even for explanations. Prepare for battle. Okay. So this is In fact, it'll explain it like this. It says, in this version of Stick RPG. I love how it's very self-aware. Oh, looks like there's a little text glitch here that I never bothered to fix. Well, that says battle, so in this version of Stick RPG, battles are fought using a party of 1 to 3 characters. Look how ambitious this is. I mean, it's very tiny. It's not taking much of the video space here, I recognize that. But, yeah, this is the battle window. And compared to the last version where it was 1-on-1, now it's 3-on-3. So use the mouse, and you use the mouse to click on the battle menu here, which this isn't a separate stage or anything, it's just the same stage, but I just have the thing here. Anyway, you can see here I made a fake mouse that will click on stuff for you. So then you can click on attack, and then you can either click on the back button, or you click on an enemy to choose a target, as you'll see here with the little fake mouse. And then once the character in slot 1 has chosen his or her command, then the characters in the second and third slot get to choose a command. So right now Yorimoto is in slot 1. He chose attack and he clicked on him, and you can see there's a redo button now. So if you wanted to go back, you could just click on that. So then you also have abilities. They're not spells anymore or just magic, because there's different things you can do. So abilities, POW, fire. Stick is going to use fire on this goblin. So let's see how this goes. Oh, and listen to that.
Let's go.
Yeah, there's some voice acting. I'll tell you who all the voice actors are once we get Petal in the party, because she also has voice acting. So I'll leave you guys to guess until then. So yeah, be wary of attacks that are critical, which critical hits just do double damage, as it says there actually, and then misses will make stuff not do any damage because it missed. Aside from attacking and using abilities, you can defend, which doubles your defense for the turn temporarily. And then fleeing, of course, fails sometimes. You can use it to escape from battle. And then, oh yes, and limit breaks make their return. When the limit reaches 100%, they can use a powerful limit attack. Instead of trying to do some kind of fancy bar like I did before, now it's just a percentage that's displayed right there. I feel like that's simpler and just better. You'll know when you can use it because a button will appear on screen. Oh no, you'll know you can use it because of the sound it plays. It's kind of horrible, but it's also great. I love it. Anyway, off we go. And then this was a bad idea. I did more tutorial stuff, telling you how to move around. We already know how to move around though. Yeah, I did fancy little chapter things. Right, so I believe it's escape. Yes, escape opens the menu and also closes it, or you can click on the return to map. As usual, it's the arrow keys to move around. You can move up and down in these oddly colored squares, and that's where you can find encounters. So this is what the battle screen actually looks like outside of tutorials. So Stick has abilities. He has fire and then attacking. So let's attack. The killer bee is the strongest enemy here, so I want to deal with him first. Yorimoto has speed break, which we'll go through a little later. So now I have to switch to pushing Z to go through text, which is something I wanted to fix. I wanted to make it so that you could select each thing with the keyboard, so you wouldn't have to use the mouse at all to play the game, but oh well. Oh wow, that's not supposed to do so much damage. So killer bees have like 8 hit points, and that just did 16 with a critical hit, and that was another crit. Yeah, I'm trying to stay silent so you guys can hear the voice acting. So yeah, if both characters target the same enemy and that enemy dies, then another character, like, he killed the bee, so when he tried to attack the bee, he's like, oh, there's no bee there, so he just randomly chose another target. I know some people prefer to have it so that that attack misses, but it's stuff that happens. Anyway, so let me show you fire. Stick attacks with a sword, as you saw, and he uses the shuriken. Speed break, oh yeah, he went first, so you'll get to see this. So Yorimoto performs speed break, and there's a little animation here.
Take this!
Wow. It's really hard to see, but it says speed down, and then it's a leg, and then there's a fist that like punches the leg and breaks it. And then fire. Pow! Why am I doing so much damage? This is not easy mode. I feel like I'm getting lucky. But anyway, let me show you the best part of this game, which is the party screen. You'll notice the bestiary isn't here. That's a thing. I wasn't planning to include it in this game, but anyway. Alright, that's a bug right there. That's not supposed to be there. But anyway, you can see here, there are little flash texts here. That's the best part of the game. No question about it. Okay, maybe not really, but still. So you can see your XP, how much you need left, your limit, your HP, your MP, all of your different stats. There's lots of different information here. When this third slot is empty, this is supposed to just be a dash, but anyway. Stick leads the bad guys to their camp, and Yorimoto, it's a bird, it's a plane. And then it changes every time. Hoo-wah! Ah ha ha ha! Many of these are references to other games and stuff. And a lot of them are inside references like happy. That's an Earthbound reference. Has a decent fashion sense. That's not a reference to anything. But there's, I think, 150 different flash texts. So we don't have time to go through all of them. He's buying time. He's a rejected fantasy football trade. Stick forgot the cola. My name's Whittaker. And Yorimoto, dude, you have noob stats. You say that, 'cause I'm bad like that. No zombie is safe. From Chicago Ted. What a prick. Yeah, I love these. I forget them because I've written so many of them. Believes they can fly. Believes they can touch the sky. Yeah, and that appears on the abilities screen too. So here you can check what abilities you have, and slot 3 isn't here. But if you have heal, or I was going to make a spell called revive, which is like a phoenix down, you can use it from there. So once we get Petal, she'll have the heal spell. Well, she won't have it right away, but she has access to it, and you can use that and click to heal from the menu, and then the save, which actually works. But yeah, anyway, that's that. So let's head on up. Oh, and you can read signs. Pow. This way to Lustertown. And now instead of going up and then having to push up again, as soon as you go up there, it warps you. Yay! So I entered super duper try hard mode with the text in this version for some reason, and now like every single NPC has way too much text. This way to Lusterfield South. So, oh, this guy doesn't have that much text, but whatever. Why'd I have to be positioned at the south entrance? Hardly anything comes in down here. It's boring. But yeah, look at this. I'm going to just talk to all the NPCs and just leave their text on screen for a second. And then you guys can feel free to read it. Oh, but I'm going to read this one because she's super meta. I'm the only NPC in this whole village who actually acts like one, and therefore breaks the fourth wall. But forget about that. Have you ever tried accessing the escape menu? Obviously, you access it by pressing escape on your keyboard. You know, the one located near the top left. Haha, I stole that from Earthbound. Those of you who have played it probably know what I mean. Anyway, it really is useful. You can check your party stats and abilities there as well as save the game. Important, eh? And then we can talk to these guys. They won't let you in. This way leads to Lusterfield's East, which I don't think I ever programmed that area, because I never finished what I was doing here, but this goes to Treeshade Forest, which is a new place, and also this is a new place, the harbor. It leads here. You can talk to this guy. This is the mayor's personal yacht. It's a rather broken down rowboat sort of yacht, if you know what I mean. But heck, I get paid to do only two things, and those are piloting this yacht and making sure to call this boat a yacht. Yes, I get paid to call this boat a yacht. Go figure. Anyway, if you want to use it, you'll have to ask the mayor first. He never uses it himself. I basically get paid to stand here. Isn't that great? He has the best job ever. Anyway, let's go into this house. If I go in the other house, something will happen, so there's that. As before, you can pause it. Did I talk to those guys? Just in case I didn't. There. If you guys are that interested in reading the text, you can. Oh, I have to read this guy's text, though. I went out of my way to make him into a stereotype. Hey kid, don't talk to strangers. I'm joking, of course. Who'd want to try to strangle you when you've got that big imposing sword, eh? Yeah, I don't know much about swords, but I used to be pretty good with a knife, you know? I tell you, back in my high school days, I used to sneak 'em into school and hide 'em all over the place. Luckily, I never got blah 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 blah. You've met a person like that, haven't you? So yeah. These other people, though. Is this, yeah, this is like the most embarrassing piece of text I've ever written. It sucks. Anyway, there's this. Still lets you stay for free. Just like before, so now we're all healed. As, I guess I might as well prove that to make sure you all know that I programmed it correctly. Wow, Yorimoto spawned with 4 MP. That's like the worst thing ever. And as I keep on going to the party screen back and forth throughout the game, make sure you watch the flash texts, because they're great. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of level grinding here, because that's kind of necessary. In fact, I'm going to put it on fast type. Whoa. I'm not sure if you guys heard that, but that sounded weird for a sec. Anyway, let's do this. So the main reason that I have faster speeds is for people who want to like speed run or want to just, you know, get through grinding faster. As for me, I want to get through it faster, but I also don't want to make it super fast so that you can't tell what's going on. Come on, there we go. Come on, kill him. Kill him.
Take this!
Oh, jeez, I'm too strong. Why am I so strong? I don't think I need to do level grinding. Oh, that's a really good level up, too. So, for attack, defense, magical attack, and magic defense, it gives a random number between 1 and 3 for each level up. For HP and MP, it does a random number between 2 to 5, I believe. 2 to 5, was it? I think it was 2 to 5. And then for speed, it's 2 to 4. So the speed stat is a new thing in this game. It determines the turn order. So Yorimoto's speed is naturally pretty high, so that's why he tends to go first, since he's a ninja. And then Stick is going second because he just leveled up, so he's got higher speed. Let's take out this Killer Bee.
Take this!
Aren't the graphics great, everybody? I mean, the background image is literally just from Google Images, and then I put it into a character in the game so that I can change the battle background. But all the other stuff I drew myself when I was like 13. And I probably couldn't do any better now, to be perfectly honest. But anyway, I'm going to heal, and then whatever, one level up is fine. Let's go into this house because cutscene. And the mayor is here. Ah, you're a new face in town. As I'm sure you're aware, we're in the midst of some troubling times. If you would be so kind, I have a favor to ask of you, young man. Sure, I'm up for it. Anything to help out. Ha! Well, I admire your enthusiasm, but perhaps you should hear the request before agreeing, as it's rather dangerous. However, all of my men are currently either stationed by the town's borders or on a supply run to Sunset Village. They have not yet returned. But that's enough worrying for now. As for my request, I'd like you to do some scouting in Tree Shade Forest. It's not a large forest by any means, yet I'm perplexed by the amount of monsters coming out of it. I'd like you to see if you can find any evidence of, well, anything. Sounds simple enough. I've actually fought a lot in the past, so I'm more experienced than I look. You can count on me at least to lower the monsters' numbers. Delighted to have you aboard, what was it? The name's Stick! Yeah. I really had plans at some point to remake this entire series of Stick Adventure, and it wouldn't be Stick Adventure because Stick people are stupid, and I would change his name. I was thinking I would change it to Steven, just because it starts with an ST. But anyway, Stick, glad to have you on board. Whatever, I read that wrong. I'll send word to my men to let you through to the forest. Please do be careful, though. So that activates a story flag, which deletes these guys off of the world. They're dead now. Just kidding. Anyway, now we can go up here. This is Tree Shade Forest. Look at this eye burn of a map. This way to Lester Town, back that way. And look at the fancy umbrella arrows. This tree sprite, though. Look how good this tree sprite is. Okay. Anyway, there's a new enemy up here. These are both just the killer bees. Kill them. Okay, apparently I yawned just now.
Ow!
Did it? Ignore my face cam. Alright,
Let's go.
back in action. So, here, you can run into killer bees, and you can also run into a new enemy that I made, which you guys have not seen from the last version. Erg. I believe these guys are still weak to fire. I think that's still the thing. Well, it didn't matter. Oh, another level up. That's a pretty good level up. Huh. How close is Stick to leveling? Alright, well, let's do some of this level grinding stuff. Oh, here they are, and we ran into two of them at once. These are... well, I'll let you see the name when they attack. Oh, I got access to foam at level 3. That's right. That's a new spell. Oh, he died.
Let's go.
Okay, he didn't die. So this is the Nightmare Widow. It's a black widow with wings. Yeah, that's pretty scary, right? Like, that's something to have nightmares about. It's a Nightmare Widow. It's just a black widow with wings. I was thinking about that one night, and I was like, hey, I need a new enemy for the forest, right? That would be a good enemy. It's horrifying. Anyway, there's Stick's level up. Pretty good. I'm going to go back to default speed because I want to show you guys the foam animation at regular speed. But first, we heal. You can do a lot of good speed runny stuff by XXX. Oh! There's, on the other side of the screen here it says an unexpected error has occurred. The game is still running. I don't have a way to show you this right now because it won't let me drag the window, but it says, sorry, an unexpected error has occurred. This application will now quit. Okay. Be right back. Okay, we're back. I had to start a new game and then use a bunch of debug stuff to get my party back up to the level it was at. So I don't know if this is even close to what the stats were before. But, yeah. Anyway, I think we're back to where we were. So everything's good now? I think everything's good. I don't know why it crashed. That's not a thing it usually does. Well, actually it is, which is half the reason I stopped working on this game in the first place, sadly. But that's a story for, I guess, the Patreon blog. Anyway, Stick at level 2 or level 3 gains access to Thunder, and Yurimoto gains access to Foam. So, Foam on the bottom one here. It's a bunch of bubbles that pop and then they, you know, stuff, and then Thunder.
Let's go.
Is like a... holy crap, it did 30 damage. That means it did 15 on its own, which is silly. That's not a thing that's supposed to happen. I swear, I should do another Let's Play series on this, but on hard type, because it's actually hard on hard type. This is not a thing that normally happens. I'm not supposed to be this over-leveled at level 3, but anyway, I'm going to do that. That's a debug command, just because I want to get back to town. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat and force a level up, because I want to be level 4. I believe there's a command that lets me automatically refill my HP and MP as well, but I just want to get through this, I guess. Well, anyway, let's go over here, and we gotta go up there. So we gotta get through this little pseudo dungeon. It's only one area long. Uh-oh. That's actually, I think I said this before, but that's actually not my voice. That was preloaded with Stagecast Creator. the uh-oh voice. Oh right, my limit break isn't high anymore.
Ah!
And I forgot to turn it back up to fast speed. Gah! Die. Okay, that works. Anyway, what was I gonna do? I was gonna turn it back to fast speed. Let's do that. And also, I should probably do the limit break stuff. But you know what I'm gonna do is if I push 3, it'll fill up my limit gauge. Limits! Isn't that a tempting little button? If you click on that as stick, it's Mega Overdrive, which raises his attack drastically and attacks one opponent, ignoring its defense. So what it does is it raises his attack by 1.5. There's a multiplier. So if he has 10 for his attack, then it raises it to 15 for the duration of the battle. And then it'll attack this guy. Let's say he has 5 defense, so it raises or lowers the damage from 15 to 10, for example. He ignores that, and instead he just does the full 15, which means he does a ton of damage, and then he has his attack raised for the rest of the match. Now, if we do it with Yorimoto, it's Ultimate Jutsu, which attacks all enemies with a wave of power that also lowers their defense. I believe the number is 1.8. But anyway, we're going to save that. I'm going to kill this guy. I'm going to stop cheating from now on, I swear. And you get to see what's up here in the next episode. That's right, I'm going to cut it off right here. So thank you guys ever so much for watching. Come back next week to see the first boss. But until next time... No wait, I have to say, please remember to leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe before you go. But until next time, goodbye everyone. It's nighttime.